games in succession. They'll go in as favourites because Brisbane have had so many injuries in recent weeks. One man who's come back from injury and's turned into a superstar, or back into a superstar, Casey Prather. Look at those numbers from his most recent performance. He's been on fire. So he goes in the same game multi, as does Rob Edwards. He just shoots the ball from anywhere at any time, and Sam Wardenberg goes in for rebounds. Enjoy.
What are you really gambling with? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.
Prather. Wow. Putting on the moves.
Okay.
Finish as he gets point 31.
Prather for three. Casey Prather has got 35, a new season high. Now with the rebound. Prather for one more. Casey Prather is incinerating them.
If Bryce Cotton played tennis, Casey Prather would be the hottest man in the competition right now. But fortunately for all, Cotton still plays ball, so Prather is probably sitting there at number 2 in terms of form, but he has reignited his NBL career. He is rolling now. We got superstars left, right and centre in this doubleheader. We've got Jack Heverin. We've got Kendrick Davis. We've got Bryce Cotton. We've got Casey Prather. Bryce Cotton, Kendrick Davis going head-to-head. This one is going to be one of the best matchups we could possibly have.
Yeah, two of the leading MVP candidates, even though it looks like Bryce Cotton should and very well deserving pick up his 5th MVP. But this is going to be fun. They've had some elite battles so far this season. This game means a lot for Perth. Perth can finish top. Perth can finish top if Illawarra falter a little bit. And then Adelaide, well, they just need to win every game.
Two of the best guards in the league. Cotton had 49 in one game, and Kendrick Davis had
Kendrick Perkins!
37 points. Let me tell you something. When they go at it, they go at it.
That's it's tough to miss up Kendrick Perkins and Kendrick Davis right now. But Kendrick Davis, hey, I don't know whether it was fist fight, verbal, what was happening in that locker room. But you know what? I get the feeling that this kid is one of the ones that steps up to this sort of pressure with everyone on his back.
Well, this is what Adelaide did last time. They had a crisis meeting. They came out and they beat Sydney on Sydney's home floor, and then they took care of Melbourne handedly in the Adelaide Entertainment Centre. So backs are against the wall again. There's all this noise. I'm expecting some absolute fireworks, and the roof's open in Perth.
Can't afford to have a crisis meeting every week. You got to come and play basketball in this league. If you don't, you're not going to make it.
The roof's open. They blow it off if it wasn't. You look at that, number 1 and number 2 in points. This is a matchup. And Kendrick Davis, well, he said that he looks up to Bryce Cotton and wants to be a guy like that in the league. Well, young fella, tonight is yet another chance to show him that you mean business. Let's head down to those who are going to be courtside for this one. Ariana Prather and Derek Rucker. What do we expect tonight?
Well, all eyes are on Casey Prather, Rob Edwards, Taron Armstrong, but X factors in this game that I would say need to perform well are going to be Josh Bannon and Sam Wardenberg.
Well, Josh Bannon was off to a sketchy start this season, primarily due to some injury concerns, but lately he's been cooking. 22 points a game over his past 2. He's rebounding the ball very well, but tonight he will have to step up big time. Brisbane are thin in their front line, and these types of games are big for Bannon to prove his worth.
And someone that they don't want to light up from the Taipans, from deep, Sam Wardenberg.
Now in his 3rd season in the league. Went through a sophomore slump last year, but this season he is back to his best, shooting it very well from the field, and he's outstanding from the 3-point line. One of the best local big men in the competition.
Well, we both had bold predictions on these two, but we'll get to that later, guys.
Fellas, bold predictions. Hit them. You've had the best ones all
Rob Edwards is going to drop 40 tonight. He's got nothing to lose.
Well, I think there's going to be 25 made threes combined in this game. It's going to be a shootout, and there'll be a stain on that jacket of Ruckers by the end of the game.
For the sake of everyone, I really hope that it ain't 25 made three-pointers. Well, we hope it's 25 made, but we need to just slow down the makes in this one. But Ariana, give us a bold one.
Listen, I have Josh Bannon going for 25-plus points and almost 15 boards. 12-plus rebounds for Josh Bannon and going for 30.
Well, I'm going to continue along that same theme, but I'm going with the Taipans. I've got Sam Wardenberg to drop 25-plus and the Taipans. You see this, Copes? I've got some courage. I got the Taipans taking over the summer shootout by scoring at least 109.
Well, Judge West, you can probably see with that crystal ball, you can see in the future, so you would know what's going on, Derek.
Oh, my man, you know what? There is nothing better than a drive-by on someone when the producers cut them off in their mic. If you want to know the result of this game, it is right there on the sweaty head of Derek Rucker. We've got a blockbuster coming up here. Jack Everett's going to take you through it. The Brisbane Bullets getting ready to chase for the play-in and the top 6.
Well, the Cairns Taipans playing host to the Brisbane Bullets. When the Taipans and the Bullets get together, it's always a very interesting contest. Wardenberg, a pass to Fraser, and took it to the rack with authority. Bateman, tough step back. That is Reed. Good Lord. Final minute of the game. Edwards from deep. It's Bateman once more, this time with a left hand. The Bullets win the Sunshine Stoush, 92-88.
Oh, Keandre Cook soaring to the cup. Armstrong likes the matchup against Bannon. Tarrant has a win on this occasion. Prather for three. Casey Prather has got 35. Edwards needs to get it up.
Why not? Why not?
Oh, the Snakes go down on the half-court heave to end it.
Well, for the Cairns Taipans, postseason might be off the table, but $100,000 is absolutely on the table tonight in the summer shootout. 105 is the number to beat, and for the Taipans, it might just be that little bit of sustenance they need before the end of this NBL 25 season. For the Brisbane Bullets, hanging on to their slim hopes of making the play-in series. Great to have your company for Friday Night Hoops. We've got Perth and Adelaide coming your way on the other side of this, but before we get there, it's the Bullets and the Taipans. I'm Jack Heverin, Pete Hooley and Leonard Copeland alongside me, and hopefully for all of our sakes tonight, the Taipans just let it fly.
And Forty mentioned, talking to Ruck in the pre-game, he said he didn't want to use it as motivation because he cares about defense, but I don't agree. I think they've 100% spoke about it because they've had a tough year. If they can walk away with winning the first ever summer shootout, the extra cash is wonderful as well. They can win something this year.
Well, there's Adam Ford on screen, coach of the Taipans, Copes, as you mentioned. We heard him in pre-game said that the confidence and the morale amongst the group is still good despite their record.
Absolutely, and he's one of those coaches that will drive that in practice. He makes practice fun, and then Rob Edwards is still averaging 27 points a game against Brisbane. So I'm looking forward for him to come out tonight. And I said my bold prediction was for him to get 40. He has nothing to lose. This is an audition for him.
It feels like, Pete, he's the one, doesn't it? If they are going to have a really good crack at taking the lead in the summer shootout, Rob Edwards has got to go on.
Well, yeah, they're not going to win it without him having 20 plus. There's no genius in saying that, but again, I think it's Sam Wardenberg who's set for a big one in this one. Taron Armstrong's been phenomenal. So between those three, they can put up 80 between all three of them, because this man has just been exceptional this season. His second year as a pro, averaging over 23 points in his last 3 games. He's playing with confidence, he's healthy, and I love what I'm seeing.
You flip to the other side of the coin for the Brisbane Bullets. As we mentioned, they are just hanging in right now. 10-13 on the season, Copes. They've lost 3 of their last 4, but the form of Casey Prather, it is undoubtedly one of the stories of NBL 25.
It's been unreal. And I'm old school, so I've seen Casey do this before. But when he came back early in the season with that injury, we were thinking no way he could be that Casey Prather again. He's proven us all wrong. He's knocking the shot down. His confidence is sky high, and he's carrying this team.
And you spoke about it during the week, Pete. There's now interest from other teams and around the world for Casey.
Understandably so. The way he's playing, make no mistake, he's an all-NBL first-team candidate for sure, and I love what I'm seeing.
Let's get courtside of the Brisbane Entertainment Centre. Derek Rucker is there alongside the most famous member of the Prather family, of course, Ariana. Should be an interesting contest, you two.
Well, there's a lot on the line tonight, and Coach Schuler is going to have to get these 2 people involved, especially Josh Adams and Keandre Cook, if they want to be successful tonight.
It's a difficult one because Josh Adams is here on a short-term loan, but Keandre Cook is the one that has to be more aggressive. Everybody is under scrutiny when your team is struggling, as the Bullets are. Keandre Cook needs to be aggressive, but Josh Adams, he's a live body. He's someone who can impact this game. He's been struggling with an ankle injury, but I wouldn't be surprised if he has a big say in the outcome of this basketball game.
Well, I'm tired of all this talk. I'm ready to get into some action. Back to you guys in the studio. Let's do this.
We are just about ready to go. Thank you, you two. There's Keandre Cook on screen right now. Has had a solid season. Last 3 games has been a little bit quiet though. 10, 11, and 5, and he's shooting 3 of 18 combined.
Yeah, he's probably hit the slump at the wrong time for the Brisbane Bullets to make this push into the top 6. But the start of the year, up until those last 3 games, he was exceptional. When we talk about Casey Prather, Keandre Cook's been doing this since round 1, shooting the 3-ball at an extremely high rate. That's what he did his last 2 years overseas. But if they want to win some games, if they want to get to 6th spot, he's going to have to get back to that form.
That was some of the highlights of the 30-piece that he had in round 13. The teams played on that night. It was Brisbane winners by 3. 20 lead changes in that game. And in round 7, Brisbane won that game as well against Cairns by 4 points. Starting 5 for the Taipans. Pedro Bradshaw just starting to find a bit of form late in the season.
He's been good all year. You know, he's one of those players that does it all. Rebounds the ball well. He can score. He can knock down the three. But he's one of those players that's unselfish. He gives up the ball at the right time. And I like the way he contributes.
For the Brisbane Bullets, they'll be without Dengadell tonight with a quad issue. Tyrell Harrison also out with concussion. Rocco Zakarski also not playing. So this is an ultra-small lineup tonight.
Yeah, it's interesting. Even when they were small, they had Josh Bannon at the 5. They brought Torrey Smith-Milner in, probably just to really match the physicality of Tanner Groves and allow Josh Bannon to try and free up in the power forward spot and even let Casey Prather do his thing on the wing.
Well, everyone else around the Bullets is winning, so they must win tonight. And for the Taipans, the money is up for grabs in the summer shootout. Friday night hoops in Queensland. We take you to Perth straight after this for the Wildcats and the 36ers. But it's the Taipans in possession first in their away strip. Wardenberg gets to the elbow. He'll like the look of that matchup on Smith-Milner.
Beautiful start. Sam Wardenberg, what a season he's been putting together. Had to battle through some injuries and cramp issues, but he'll be very happy with what he's done in his 3rd professional year.
What's the significance of the black uniform?
Just an alternative jersey. They run it every year, the blackout jerseys. I like them.
Sometimes teams just, you know, they go on little wins in these jerseys. There's Keandre Cook, his first opportunity, no good. Cairns in their away strip. It is one of the coolest in the league, no doubt about that.
Oh, boy.
Armstrong finds a little part to the basket, has the touch.
Nice.
He reminds me of Josh Giddey. I've said this before, but he controls the tempo. He's big and strong, and he handles the ball quite well.
Well, they're very close. There's been a lot of working out together and growing up, and Josh Giddey was giving him some advice when he left college about the best path for him, and I think it's paid dividends right now.
Let's see here from Wardenberg, stayed in front of Prather. Shot clock at 2 for Keandre Cook. He steps back and knocks it down.
Nothing like seeing that ball go in when you're in a slump.
Edwards to first to Bradshaw. Shot clock once again into single figures. Tough look for Bradshaw.
Great D from Prather there. Didn't bite on the shot fake from Bradshaw.
Keandre Cook this time in the corner. He tracks the closeout as he should.
All the injuries they have, Josh Bannon's been fantastic, but it's Cook and Prather. They're going to win some ball games and make their way to the 6. It's got to be on the back of those two, putting up some big numbers offensively.
Taipans not great starters this season. Have only won 7 first quarters. Wardenberg from long range, no good. Are we seeing anything early that makes us think that Cairns are going to light it up tonight? Are they going for the money early?
I don't know if they are. I mean, it looks like they're just playing the way the Cairns Taipans play. Finding the right shot, not forcing anything.
It's actually looked a little slower than I thought in recent games. I mean, the first couple of buckets they made, I thought they might try and push the pace after that. Well, they've spoken about it last week after that Sydney loss in particular, that they understand that they can't play finals. They were out of that for a while, even though mathematically they could still make it. But it's more, they can spoil the Brisbane Bullets' chances, where, as you said, teams are winning around them. 6th spot is up for grabs with some Tassie injury news. They've got a tough run home, but Cairns can put a big obstacle in the way there.
Armstrong drives on Norton, trying to use his size to his advantage. Back out to Edwards. He can't knock it down. Josh Bannon, as Pete said, has been in really good form the last couple of games.
That's not his game. He can shoot the 3-ball, but not a quick pull-up. So quick in the half-court offense.
This time Edwards puts the Taipans to a further lead.
And again, I don't know if it's about winning and losing for Cairns. I think it's an audition. I say this because no one knows what's going to happen next year with the team, with the coaches. You don't know where you're going to be, so you got to come out and play well because other teams are watching.
It's hard because you never want to be talking about that and taking away and being a distraction, but it is. That's the human nature of sports, is when you're a team that's anchored to the bottom of the ladder and you can't play in the postseason, what you're playing for as individuals is, where's your next contract? Is it here in Cairns? Is it abroad? Are you playing for, I guess, an audition for an NBA workout after this? There's so many different reasons to play your best basketball even though you can't make finals. And it's just about harnessing that in the right way.
And Cairns are a really interesting one to talk about that, Pete, because when we look at the contract situation, virtually their entire roster are all out at the end of the season, bar one.
Yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting. Very busy off-season for the Cairns Taipans.
They lead by 6 early. Nice take from Mitch Norton.
I guess the real question is, and there's been talk around the league, you know, is 40 going to be here next year? Is he happy to hang around? Is he going to move on? What's the deal with that? As a player, you just don't know.
Normally, for any players sign on, there's got to be some plan with the coach. So right now, 9 points in the first 3.5 minutes. They're starting to pick it up slightly. I think what we can agree on, Jack, is that I don't think we're going to see the Cairns Taipans as Bradshaw knocks that one down from the corner. Whatever, how many points they got at 3/4 time, even if they're up, they're not pulling the starters like Perth did.
The Wildcats lead the summer shootout at the moment. They had the chance to absolutely blow it apart last Sunday in Tasmania and didn't. Armstrong thought he was fouled. Points are good. Taipans lead 14-5, and they are all over the Bullets.
Well, he threw that at the hoop because he thought that a whistle was coming, and it probably should have. That looked like a blocking foul, an easy call, didn't get it. Still got the 2 points to drop.
So 14-5, that's the lead. 6 minutes remaining in this first quarter, and pre-game we caught up with Taron Armstrong. He's the man of the moment right now.
Taron, your team has a tough game on the road. I guess, how do you keep your team motivated despite the record, despite everything that's going on, to still win these games? Even though you're young, you're still looked at as one of the big leaders on the team.
Yeah, for sure. As a leader, it's part of your job to, motivate and connect guys and make sure everyone's, worried about the wrong things. And I've sort of said it a few times in recent interviews, but, individually you always have something to play for. And, that changes guy to guy, but, whatever that motivation is, you need to bring it and bring it towards a group, and together we can put forth a really good effort.
He's a perfect example of what you two were talking about earlier about what comes next. He's doubled his production in terms of points per game this season. What does beyond this season look like for Taron Armstrong?
Yeah, I've been keeping in contact with some people overseas. Obviously, the NBA is his dream and his goal, but why they're so impressed, and he's going to get an opportunity, whether that's workouts, whether that's Exhibit 10, whether that's Summer League, he's going to get an opportunity, even if it's a two-way deal next year on the cards. But they asked him to improve on certain things. One was his body, which he did that since last year, and the second big one was his shot. Now, you look at his numbers shooting the ball from deep. That combined with shooting it off the dribble, he's ticked the boxes that he has been asked to improve on, which is all he can do, shooting over 40% from three, and that's going to help him.
Milner unloads for three. Nice little settler for the Bullets. Derek Rucker courtside.
Well, guys, we have the stand-up timeouts, and Justin Schuler had the emotion of a stand-up timeout, but he was sitting down. He ripped into his team like I rarely hear Schuler do, and he got a result, a three-pointer from Smith Milner, and now a turnover by the Taipans.
Yeah, that's right. So he should have, because this game is all about them coming out being aggressive. They still have a chance to make that top six. They can't afford to let a team come into their house and beat them the way they're playing.
Play the back up top to Norton. Again, able to slice and dice and lay it up.
And you know what it looks like? It looks like to me, they're going to make everyone else shoot the ball except Prather. Every time Prather gets the ball, they crowd that middle. They're giving up layups to Norton and these other guys. They know if Prather gets hot, great shot again by Edwards. Prather gets hot, then they're in this game.
And we talk about, you mentioned about being particularly, not so much surprised by Casey Prather, but the way that he's gone about it this season. I expected him to get back to some form that resembles this, but it's the three ball. He's been one of the best shooters in the league this year. And the efficiency in the way he's doing it has just been mightily impressive.
43% for the season. Casey Prather from long range. Armstrong. At that time, Josh Bannon with the rebound as the pace just starts to quicken a little in this game.
I'm wondering, so it looks like Casey Prather's called for a sub here. He's just trying to shake his right knee out a little bit. There's the Amy replay. This pass from Groves here. Rob Edwards. Cross-court pass. And the replay knocks it down. Rob Edwards. Casey Prather is very slow walking to the bench there. This is the last thing the Bullets need. They've been decimated by injuries. It was about 2 possessions ago. He really just pulled up quick and pointed to the bench. Hopefully that's just a little knock.
Derek Rucker right next to the bench. You can see in the top corner there.
Oh, we see that shine. I believe that. We see you, Derek.
I mean, at this point, he may as well sit on the bench. How close is he?
I think he'd like to suit up.
Look at him.
Look at him. Look at him.
He may as well sit next to Justin Schuller.
We see that smile, Derek. Go ahead. Give it to him. He's coming. He's coming.
Wow, you guys are unreal, but Casey Prather is struggling, and he's got that solemn look on his face like he feels he may not be able to go, but he's a warrior. He'll get back in the game. Hey, Hools, I got a question for you. This Brisbane defense, you should be able to defend no matter who is out on the floor if you give the right effort within the right scheme. Where do you see it falling apart?
Well, I haven't seen it too much this entire season, to be honest. I think we look at the Brisbane Bullets, a lot of their struggles have been on the defensive end and really trying to stop the ball. I think the problem is, and we see it with the poor defensive teams this year, is you get so caught up in, okay, I've just got to stay in front of my man, that you're not in the right help spots. It's the secondary help, it's the rotations, that's where the breakdowns are. And if you have those breakdowns in a game against Cairns, who are going to play loose and free, well, they're going to get open shots and they're going to knock them down like they have been.
I got a question for Derek. Derek, you've seen all these injuries from Brisbane. Is it just unlucky, or are they doing things differently than everybody else? I mean, I remember playing in Adelaide, and we ran the beaches, and we had hamstring problems the whole year. Now, I'm not calling anyone out, but why are they having so many injuries?
It's really hard to put a finger on it, Coach, because it's not this edition of the Bullets that have struggled with injuries. It's kind of been the case since they came back in the league 7 or 8 years ago. And look, we hear whispers around the league that perhaps they're overtrained and so forth, but it's hard when you're trying to make up ground and get a competitive advantage and you're playing from behind. Well, a coach's natural tendency is to want to train you more.
Tell you what, that man is a magnet for the camera. Just walking straight into that shot, and there goes Casey Prather back to the locker room.
He is extra shiny tonight. You did say that pre-game, Coach.
He's looking good in the canary top.
It's never a man to miss a commercial opportunity. There's a Mr. Sheen deal there waiting to be done, I reckon. 19-13. 6-point lead of the Taipans. They extend.
Tell you what.
Gack.
Based on this first 7 minutes, that's summer shootout money. Looking in the far north Queensland, they are putting up some numbers right now. 21 points in the first 7 minutes.
We spoke about their struggles in first quarter, not tonight.
Brisbane don't look as desperate as they should be. I mean, they're playing at Kansas tempo. You know, the defense is not great. These guys still have a chance to make that top 6. They ought to be pushing the tempo and running the show.
With Prather back in the locker room, he comes back on the floor now, but this is the opportunity now. I know Josh Adams has been battling his own injuries, and he's spoken to media about really just trying to understand the team dynamic and not try and do too much. Well, with so many key guys out, they wouldn't mind if he tapped back into Tasmania Jack Jumper Josh Adams, where you're just making individual plays, brilliant one-on-one shots.
It fell back into the hands of Isaac White. Prather fouled and one.
Good. White ball. Hands. One. One shot.
Right place, right time. That's all that basketball savvy of Casey Prather.
It's just still favouring that right knee. I wonder if he just copped a knock. Tilden is just still trying to shake it out.
Leaves that one uncharacteristically short as well. Here he is, relocates for 3. That's more like it.
Oh, he's all right. He's all right. He's fine.
Breakdown defensively from Cairns. You cannot leave that man with any space right now, because if it goes up, it's going down. With another stand-up timeout.
Look at the emotion from Adam Ford, absolutely cooking his man. They were leading by 8 points only a few moments ago, and now it's 3 the difference. And Casey Prather, we spoke about, has been the star of the Brisbane Bullets all season. We spoke to him pre-game.
All right, Casey, how's the team feeling knowing that you're undermanned again and coming off a pretty tough loss?
Yeah, feeling pretty good. We're still pretty confident, not having enough guys is no excuse. The way we played last game was no excuse, so we're trying to get back here and redeem ourselves a little bit.
The Taipans come in here. They're a competitive team. They play hard, but it's also their summer shootout opportunity. Have you guys discussed how you're going to defend them?
Yeah, we're going to, try to slow them down a little bit. They're a team that likes to get up and down. It being their summer shootout, they're probably going to try to post up a lot more threes than they usually do. So, yeah, just trying to contain them to one shot, limit them to one, get out and run.
He's got 5 points in the game, and his team are back within 3. Ariana, courtside.
Yeah, Coach Ford has only pulled his team onto the court like that and really gotten into them maybe a handful of times this entire season. I think the issue is A, they don't want one person to score, which is Casey Prather, as Rob Edwards knocks down a deep ball. And 2, the box out. Taron Armstrong talked about that earlier on pregame, that the team has to do a better job with rebounds. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think a lot of it was an energy and focus thing, and for those who aren't familiar with the stand-up timeout, the coaches are all mic'd up, but if you bring your team onto the court for a stand-up timeout like that, as Prather, well, that's money. He's done it all season long from that spot in the mid-range. Stand-up timeout means there is no mics allowed. They get 1 a game, and you can just say whatever you want to rev up your team. Oh, my word.
This is the Rob Edwards coach that we were hoping to see before this game started tonight.
Absolutely. He's been down a couple of games, but we know, like when he first got here, he was so aggressive and so arrogant about his game that he scared a lot of people. This is the Rob Edwards that we want to see.
11 points already for Rob Edwards, 3 of 4 from 3.
Don't forget, of course, you can scan the QR code. The word is CLASH to win 10 hoop sets. NBL25 jerseys. Just enter the code now.
Is that one from each team, or do you get 10 of the same team?
Just check the T's and C's.
There were some nice Hoops Fest jerseys, mind you.
Oh, man. Something about Friday night, isn't it? It's just something about it.
It's a full moon, I think.
Yep.
Which would explain a lot. 26 on the board for Cairns in the first quarter, which is well above their season average for the opening term.
He's going to have to run a double team here. It's going to be jab step, rise up. He's just so patient, so efficient, and that's the one thing that he's done exceptionally well, was that jab step. He creates space. Look at it, he gets Titcher. Okay, defended that well, but Tanner Groves went there late, got a hand in the cookie jar. Just so composed when he gets to his spot. And even though it's pretty well defended by Higgins-Titcher one-on-one, if Tanner Groves doesn't put his hand in there, Casey Prather's probably making that, because he's done it time and time again. That's where he likes to get to.
How hard is it later in your career, Coach? You played for a long time. You played till you were like nearly 70 or something, I think it was. But how hard is it at the back end of your career when you're trying to back up night after night, week after week?
It's tough, especially back in my day, because I was probably hanging out the night before. But let me tell you something. He's done an amazing job of keeping his body in shape and being able to score at will in this league. And this is a tough league.
4 on the clock for Armstrong. Time evaporating. He's fouled at the very last second.
Rob Edwards is looking ultra aggressive. And 13 points. 5 Adam Ford. 0 fouls. Unless he wants one. I'm running with him, because you predicted 40. He's the one who can really get hot and continue to stay hot.
The one thing about him is he won't stop shooting. And that's why I said 40. Because if he gets going, make it or not, he's still going to get that ball up. And that's probably what 40's asked him to do.
Burgers, what a gift on the stroke of quarter time. The code word is youth. Free burgers on a Friday night.
Early too, Jack, early.
What a time to be alive. Smith-Milner drives. The dump off was handy. Josh Coonan scores. His first field goal of the season.
See the bench get up and about. Next man up mentality. James Bateman told us in the pre-game.
For all of their attacking, spin from Tanner Groves. For all of their attacking Cairns, they only lead by 2.
Good timeout from Shula. Put a little smoke up. Somebody said, look, you guys better pick it up or I'm coming to get you.
Andre Cook in, give it up to Toy.
Taylor Groves has had his issues, little minor niggle injuries across the season as well. In his 16th game of the season tonight.
It's been the timing of the Cairns injuries as well. Taron Armstrong, Taylor Groves went down in first game of round 3. It was a doubleheader, they won it, and Taron Armstrong went down in that second one in Melbourne. Joe Bradshaw then went down a few weeks later. Just some really unlucky timing.
Mitch Norton winds the clock down. Keandre Cook back out there. That's a good look. The Taipans will have the last say of the quarter.
Defense.
Armstrong running the point. Steps back for 3. Got it! Wow. Taron Armstrong on the stroke of quarter time. Nothing but net. And the Taipans have got 31 on the board in the summer shootout. They have turned up with a purpose for Friday Night Hoops.
The first person to do so will be our winner. Count them down, Brisbane. 5, 4, 3. Let's go! They've both got it in. Head back, head back, head back, head back. Go, go, go. He's on your tail. Dunk it. We have our winner. Congratulations to our winner. You've got a signed Brisbane Bullets basketball. Brisbane Bullets currently on 24. Cairns Taipans on 31. When I say Brisbane, you say Bullets. Brisbane! Oh, we can be much louder than that. Brisbane! Brisbane! Brisbane!
Ladies and gentlemen, high performance clinics are on for the remainder of the holidays. 3-day clinic for under 17s on January 21, 22 and 23. Spaces are limited. There's also an under 21s high performance session with Greg Vanderjack. BrisbaneBullets.com.au/community. Get involved in those. Spaces are limited.
Welcome back to the Brisbane Entertainment Center, where the Taipans have a 7-point lead, 31-24. I only have 2 words: Rob Edwards. He currently leads all scorers with 13 points. How do they stop him, Derek?
Well, they've got to keep him in front, but also stop helping off of him. He's shooting the ball really well. He's 3 of 4 from the 3. You got to stay more connected. Justin Schuler wants the Bullets to continue with the ball movement, get it downhill on penetration, and create good scoring opportunities off of that.
Rob Edwards has taken Brisbane for 27 twice already this season. Maybe no good.
Black 13. Number 13. You can see the summer shootout. Perth Wildcats currently leading with 105. At 90 at three-quarter time, and they parked the bus.
That was not smart. I don't think. I mean, they had an opportunity. Make a little money for the fans, make a little money for themselves.
Well, particularly when the owner comes out on Twitter and says if they win, they can have the whole thing.
Wow. Maybe they make that much money, they don't need it.
They're not you, mate.
Oh, here we go.
He's right. Groves. 2.
Too easy. The Cairns Taipans shooting almost 70% from the field, 62% from 3. Michael was talking about the defense from Brisbane. Well, right now it's non-existent. See, Mitch Norton does a great job. He picks the ball up, he turns guards in the backcourt, but a couple of passes, couple of screens, there's just so many breakdowns and easy looks for Cairns.
Go back to one of your earlier points in the first quarter, Copes, about Brisbane and their lack of intensity and how it surprised you.
It has, because these guys still have although they got guys injured, these guys are coming back. You got an opportunity to make the top 6, and once you make the top 6, anything can happen. But you can't come out tonight and play against last place team and look like you look disinterested on the defensive end.
Josh Adams trying to get busy on Tanner Groves, steps back-to-back buckets.
You don't see the shush to Grove fans.
I think he was still in Tasmania. Edwards downhill. Can finish off.
He's in ultra attack mode though, Rob Edwards.
Cook flies to the other end. Nice take, and Brisbane have scored the last 6. And every time that Cairns get their noses in front, the Bullets just find a way to get back, and it's a 3-point game once again.
Well, it was a miss down one end. I don't think it was really good defense because Josh Adams, I'm still not sure when you're on your home floor, but he'll take it, and then Keondre Cook, that's too easy for the Cairns Taipans, but better signs from Justin Schuler's men.
So as soon as we finish up here in this Tangerine timeout, coming up later on tonight, Perth and Adelaide. This game is enormous because Bryce Cotton is doing something we're going to talk about for the next 20 years. And for the Adelaide 36ers, the margin for error is so slim. They've got to keep winning if they want to finish in the top 6.
It is, and the thing is, as we know, Adelaide have had problems on the road. They've had problems in the locker room. They got to get that together now if they want to make this top 6 and play, finals basketball, because they have enough talent, Jack. We know they got enough talent. It's just off-court issues that bother them.
There's a part of me tonight, Pete, that thinks from an Adelaide point of view, they could either win or get completely blown out.
For sure. I mean, we've seen that all season long, really, haven't we? I look at it pretty, as you said, if you get to the top 6, anything can happen. Adelaide on their night, they can beat anybody. They beat the Illawarra Hawks 3 times. Melbourne second. They smacked them around last time as well. So on their night, when they're locked in on both ends, they can beat anyone. Problem is, on their night, if they're not, they'll lose to anyone.
That's right. That's where we're headed. As soon as we finish up here, Lockie Reed, Damien Martin, Annalie Maley ready to go for that one. Armstrong threw it upstairs. Groves had to go and gather and score. Nice set out of the timeout. 6 points for Tanner Groves. Leading scorer in the game so far is Rob Edwards. He has 13. He's got that look in the eye tonight, but it's Armstrong, coast to coast.
Wow.
He's all class.
That's just too easy.
Where is the defensive transition?
Clap your hands, Brisbane! We need energy in the house.
Josh Bannon will be on the line shooting free throws.
Second personal foul.
Now both teams' defense leaving a lot to be desired.
Josh Bannon at the line for a pair of timeout free throws.
Ford and his coaching staff trying to get something out of the back end of this season.
You got 2, Sam.
I don't mind the black jerseys, Coach. Not a fan?
Nah.
Okay.
Used to seeing the loud color, the blue color, the white.
I'd like to see more statement jerseys.
Would you?
More alternate jerseys.
And he goes 1 of 2. Brisbane have won 4 of the last 5 games between these two teams. That pass was errant from Groves. Prather having a little trouble picking it up. It was like a cake of soap. But
did he not see him standing there? He threw the ball in. We're talking about black jerseys. There's a black jersey standing in front of you, pal. You can't throw it at the black jersey. Look at his pass. Kick me.
I didn't think he had any control of the roll out.
Really?
When Prather get the ball to turnover, do we have a clear control established? If not, that's not 24.
I have no information on it.
Okay, replay center.
So they're checking to see if Casey Prather had clear control of the ball.
From Casey Prather on the play.
Because if he does, it'll be a full reset. But based on what we saw, I don't think he does. So whatever that shot clock was at when that pass was made, should be reset to. He couldn't pick it up.
If Prather ever actually established control, we don't.
Are we on time to send the cameras out?
There's another look at it.
7 seconds.
No, absolutely.
7.
No. 7 seconds left. Which is not going to worry the Taipans.
Clock down to 3. Edwards pulls up. Got it.
Wow. I said he's going to get 40. He's well on the way.
Good maths. Yes, he is. He's got 16. 7 minutes to go in the second quarter.
16 on 4 of 5 from outside. Cairns extend their lead to 9 as Norton turns it over.
This just cannot happen from a Brisbane point of view. There is 7 seconds on the shot clock. Rob Edwards took 2 seconds just to start moving when the ball was inbounded. You know Mitch Norton's going to turn plays in the backcourt. Josh Bannon's got to be up to the level of that screen. That's all he could do.
Derek Rucker.
Well, Jack, right now, the Bullets got to be worried about their legs. Limited bodies, guys playing a lot of minutes when they're not accustomed to doing so in the modern era, and Cairns playing at this pace. Bit of a danger sign right now for the Brisbane Bullets. They got to hold on.
You saved yourself, Derek, when you said modern era. Because I was about to say, Derek, you used to playing big minutes yourself. And I know exactly what you mean, but these guys have a lot to play for.
Their defense is non-existent in Brisbane, whether it's tie, whatever it is, but Cairns are scoring at will and running up the score.
42-31 in the Tangerine timeout. The subject of slow starts has been a topical one for Brisbane in the last couple of weeks, including after the game when Josh Bannon had this to say.
I think there's a patch there where we started trying to save ourselves, knowing how many bodies we got, trying to prevent fatigue sort of as the game goes on. And I think that, to me, is hard to look at yourself after the game in the mirror. Like that's the type of thing where, I prefer to go balls to the wall until I can't no more and then run out of legs and live with the fact that, okay, we just didn't have enough tonight.
When I hear things like that, I think, as a player, 40 minutes is not a long time. Maybe take a half a day of training. Maybe as a coach, I'd rather you give me your all in the game than in training. So stop complaining about these little 40 minutes, man.
No, so you said as a coach, and you used to coach me. So
did we win a championship?
Flashbacks.
Did we win a championship?
What, in China?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, then, so don't talk.
That was because of me.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Good.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you.
Let's go, Bullets!
But, I mean, again, you can't save yourself. You got to play. 40 minutes is not a long time.
Talk about things to play for on both sides. We got 6 minutes left in the second quarter. Neither team has a timeout left. That's how much both teams have stuff riding on this game.
Adams for 2. That looked good. Josh Adams has got 6 on 3 at 3.
Maybe he's trying to fire himself up by.
I'd like to see more of that. He's an individual shot maker.
Groves trying to get busy on the youngster Coonan. And it's Edwards who can't miss at the moment. That time he does. On the minor margins. 42-33. Nice find. Bannon for Cook.
Pace is starting to pick up.
Goes through Tanner Groves again. He's fouled. That time it drops.
Well, they threw it into him on the other block, the possession before, and Coonan did a pretty good job defending it. That time they rolled it in. Got to the middle of the floor, and the cookie jar from Cook, and Groves has a 3-point play opportunity.
Okay, I got you.
Galloway in.
Taipans lead by 10. They have found themselves in situations similar to this recently where they've had good leads and they've blown.
Sure. Also, we talk about just how the ramifications of every game now. Josh Adams tries to stay hot. You've got teams like the Jack Jumpers, Adelaide, who are just really hoping Cairns continue this form. They are really starting to ramp up the pace, our Cairns, Copes.
And that's what they do. I mean, they got talent. Again, they got nothing to lose. What are they playing for? Jobs, pride. There's a man who has a smile on his face. He's been through hell and back.
Well, that 15-game losing streak, and I spoke about it a few times while it was happening, they didn't deserve to go on that long of a losing streak. When you look at the games, they couldn't get over the hump in a few of them. They got blown out in a couple, but a lot of them, they were right there to win, and they couldn't get over the mental edge in the fourth quarter.
Armstrong in the top of Isaac White, who wasn't watching. Bad breakdown from the Bullets. Here's Bradshaw from the corner. He likes it there.
Oh.
13 points is their lead. The big number to watch here is 48, Pete, with 4.5 to go in the second quarter.
We said it all week. Real possibility to put up a big score here. They've been threatening to do it.
Meanwhile, at the other end, everything really labour-intensive for the Bullets. Bannon can't score.
They need a timeout or they need Prather back on the floor.
Well, they've got no timeouts left, but Ruck talks about them looking a little lethargic out there. That's not going to help us. Sam Wardenberg is going to go to the free throw line. A chance for points, 49-50 with 4 minutes left in the second quarter.
Here's the Amy replay. Pedro Bradshaw's got that shooting percentage above 33 for the season now, Copes. It was much lower.
Give it up to Josh.
It was, and that current score is in jeopardy. These guys keep playing the way they're playing.
They can put up a mammoth score at this rate, and what worries me a bit more for the Brisbane Bullets is if they're tired now, what's going to happen in the second half? Because we keep talking about Cairns have nothing to lose. They're going to continue to play this way. They're going to play fast, they're going to play loose, play free. And if the shots are dropping, well, it can be a long night on the other side.
No Dengadell, no Tyrell Harrison, no Rocco Zakarski tonight for Brisbane. They've been without Sam McDaniel all season, and Jared Bairstow most of the second half of the season. So they're being tested with depth.
Make no mistake, they still got a lot of talent on that floor. So when they speak about next man up mentality, you just got to go out there and play.
Josh Adams starting to get it going here in the second quarter. You can tell he just doesn't quite have that explosiveness that he had trying to fight off that ankle injury.
Here's Casey Prather, 9 points on 3 of 5. Back in possession, gets to a spot that he likes. He draws contact.
That's his move. So you saw him face up. He likes to get that jab step. If you step back at all or you move, he's going to rise up over the top of you. Otherwise, he's going to back you down. He feels that contact, and right when you start to come forward, you see there he rolls into his shot, and because he's turning over that right shoulder, you're right in his shot pocket. You're going to cause some contact, and he's going to go to the free throw line.
Toby Smith-Milner in for the Bullets.
Toby Smith-Milner. Fresh haircut for Friday Night Hoops, I reckon, Copes.
Went to the same barber as Felix.
Did he ask for the Nick Dacos?
Yeah. Yes, he did.
It's embarrassing, man.
That's a grown man.
Well,
Only one.
In stature.
Maybe, yeah.
Prather makes it a 10-point game. 11 points of his own. He's Brisbane's leading scorer in the game. He's Rob Edwards with 16 points. Bradshaw starting to have an impact too. Points will count.
Oh, that's just way too easy.
They might have a chat about this. Yeah, absolutely. Hear the referees talking. This could be upgraded. There was just no attempt.
And then he comes around, doesn't play at the ball.
Yep.
Upgraded. Yeah. And then it's on.
Yeah, unsportsmanlike foul. So that's no surprise there. That's again, you talk about it, just doesn't have that explosiveness because of what he's trying to come back off with the injury. Got beat there by Bradshaw. They're going to get the possession back after this.
Putting together a handy performance tonight, Pedro Bradshaw. That's now 9 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and he's plus 18 in his time on the floor tonight.
14 seconds here, okay? Here you go. Taipans ball.
Groves with a handoff to Edwards.
That's going to be a reset too. Wow, that's an unlucky break for the Bullets because that shot clock would have been 3 seconds left, and in the end, Rob Edwards just smacked it off Casey Prather's foot. More of a shin, and they're going to get 14 seconds.
Well, let's check because this is sensitive here, guys.
2 minutes 45 before halftime.
Here we go.
Quick turnaround for both teams. The Bullets will be in Illawarra on Monday night to play the Hawks, which is no easy feat. The Taipans will play host to Adelaide on Sunday.
And that's why this game is so important, Jack.
Tanner Groves is having himself a first half now.
That's a 6-point pylon because of the unsportsmanlike foul. 16-point margin. Still plenty of time left in this first half.
14 for Groves now on 5 of 6 shooting.
Yeah. Thank you. Let's go.
13-6 run here for the Taipans. Isaac White off the inbound. Nice knockdown.
That's some good moments where they execute well on the half court, but they've got to plug up the holes here, down this end.
And every time they plug a hole, he punches another one.
He's on one tonight. Wow.
Prather at the other end. Wants to have a say on things. He's got 14. He and Rob Edwards are engaging in a shootout now.
I reckon the first team to attempt some defense might get this win.
Some teams are allergic to it, Coach. That's going to be an offensive foul. Oh, blocking foul. And there's no timeouts left to challenge. Another look at it here. Oh, probably just ever so slightly moving if they really did go frame by frame. But oh, it would have been close, but they can't challenge anyway.
You put a little sauce on that, though.
It's very streamlined tonight, Torrey Smith-Miller.
Celebrating his bucks tonight.
Groves shooting 2.
Groves at the line. Make noise.
Just 11, nearly 12 points a game, 5 rebounds across the season.
Oh, this is a mammoth score. 59 points in the first half.
Prather takes care of the rebound. He's going to need 1 or 2 to come with him along the way in this second half. Bullets have got some work to do. He leaves it short as well. Bradshaw pulls up.
Bullets ball.
Brisbane ball. How do you, if we're talking about lethargy or lack of energy, Copes, how did Brisbane turn that around in the second half?
They need to have a serious conversation at halftime. I mean, when I say serious, there needs to be some furniture moving. Somebody needs to say something if you're serious about going on to that next level. Which means if you're serious about making the playoffs and competing for a championship, Yes, your bodies are down. There's excuses. Everyone's injured. Everyone's got injuries.
And a nice find for Galloway, who had the seal and misses the bunny.
I missed a couple of those. When you really look at this and break it down, Cairns have had a game. When they lost to Melbourne in round 6, they scored 63 for the entire game.
Cook has that rattle out.
They've missed a couple of easy ones under the hoop.
Shot clock and game clock within a second of each other. Rob Edwards with ball in hand has 19 points for the half. Isolates Josh Bannon. Not a good spot to be right now. Edwards for three!
Oh boy. He's on one, Copes.
He is having himself a night. 62 points and a half for the Cairns Taipans. They've got one eye on $100,000 right now.
Wow, what a half. As I said, they scored 63 in a half once. They got 62 right now.
Here's Ariana.
Tanner, your team came off to a hot start in the first quarter, carried that over into the second. Is this the perfect start for your team?
Yeah, I mean, the boys are firing. Like, it's a great start. Hopefully keep it rolling, yeah.
You have 15 points. Rob Edwards with 22. How good is it to play with him, and what has you playing so confident?
Yeah, I mean, it's great. Obviously, Rob's an incredible player. He's hitting big-time shots. That's what he does. Brisbane are down a few bigs, so just trying to take advantage of that.
Good luck in the second half. Derek?
All right, Keandre, down 17 at the half. You came out aggressive. What fell apart for you guys in that second quarter?
Just our intensity on defense, energy in general on offense and defense. We just got to pick it up, stay together, and keep competing in the second half.
The Taipans guards, Armstrong and Edwards, are going to work. What do you got to do to contain them?
Make it tough for them, get them through the three, make them finish at the rim, don't let them get second chance points, and make sure we get good shots on offense and attack them and just stay together.
Good luck in the second half.
A team with nothing to lose can be a dangerous team, and the Cairns Taipans are proving that right now. They lead by 17 points at halftime. It's Friday Night Hoops in Queensland. We've got the halftime show coming up next.
Call center, and we speak to patients that are waiting for an ambulance. We help and support them get through until the ambulance arrives.
Okay, and could you please tell me why is it important to have mental health professionals working alongside our first responders?
Yeah, so it's really important that we work together to create the best patient experience. We both bring unique qualities to patient outcomes. So paramedics bring that frontline experience, and we bring that mental health experience from work in the community and in hospitals to help patients have better outcomes.
That's fantastic. And could you please tell me, do you have any personal strategies for dealing, or just mental strategies for anyone in the crowd that's just having a tough time or struggling?
I think looking after yourself and doing things that you enjoy, like looking after, your family. Yeah, I think working on having a good support network around you is really, really important, and focusing on self-care. That looks different for everyone. For me, it's playing with my dog, but, whatever works.
Totally. It's all about opening up, I guess, being a bit vulnerable, having conversations with people. If I'm vulnerable with you saying I'm having a tough day, you might open up to me and saying you'll have a tough day as well. But guys, thank you so much for joining us. Ladies and gentlemen of Brisbane, could you please give a huge round of applause to Luke and Sky for joining us here today from QAS. Well, ladies and gentlemen, no Court of Dreams tonight, but we do have a very special thing about to go down. We have the Queensland Fire Department taking on the Queensland Police Services. Make some noise for the teams! All right, teams, come to me. Come to me. All right, well, this is not scary at all. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is how it's going to work. Both teams will have two teammates to go anywhere on the three-point line. You can have one teammate shooting from the free throw and then one other person anywhere within the three-point line. You can have 4 shooters in total. All the rest of you will be getting rebounds. It is an honesty system. I need you to be honest. There's 1 point per bucket. You will have 2 minutes to score as many buckets as possible. But crowd, we're going to get you to give us a hand. Everyone behind Adam, you will be counting the police force.
Halftime at the Brisbane Entertainment Centre. The Cairns Taipans, with $50,000 on their mind, have got 62 points in a half of basketball. They lead the Brisbane Bullets by 17. They're playing fast, they're playing loose, and they are a lot of fun to watch right now.
We called it all week long that they were a massive chance to win the summer shootout money. For this exact reason, they're going to play carefree, get a lot of shots up. 62 on the board. I can't believe they actually had 63 in a whole game once this season.
They're just enjoying themselves out there.
They're enjoying themselves because of the lack of intensity from Brisbane. Brisbane are playing like they're out of it. Like they need to pick their game up now if they think they're going to get a chance to play in the playoffs.
Well, Rob Edwards is relishing this situation. 22 points in the first half, 7 of 10 from the field.
You called for a 40-piece, Copes. It's coming. He's got 22 points right now. He's that all-you-can-eat buffet. He is just feasting, and it is delicious. It is that fun for him right now. He is just going about his business, and it's fun for us to watch, and you just know when he gets in one of these zones. 22 at the half, you called 40, more than that.
I'm more excited about my bowl prediction this time. I'm 0 for 10 this year.
10?
0 for 10, what? 0 for 12 this year.
Add another 100.
I'm looking for Rob Edwards to come to work the second half.
Well, he's turned up to work tonight, no question about that. Here's some of the way that his first half has looked. His Blackmore's shot chart, inside, outside, 6 of 7 from deep.
That is a very pretty shot chart. And to be honest, if we have one negative about his first half, Copes, it would be the fact if you're 6 of 7 from 3 feeling this good, you haven't got enough shots up.
Absolutely. That ought to be 6 for 14. I'm taking that many threes if I'm on fire.
Tanner Groves is enjoying tonight as well. No Tyrell Harrison for the Brisbane Bullets, which means that they are seriously undersized, and Tanner Groves is getting himself busy. 15 points on 5 of 6, 4 rebounds as well.
He's been smooth, man, and he's always been that way. He got injured at one stage and it hurt him, but he's the kind of guy who can play inside. He can stretch the floor, but he's an unselfish player, will make the right pass, but strong and big. And the lack of big men for Brisbane, he's going to work.
It's crazy with the lack of big men from the Bullets, but Cairns have 0 offensive rebounds.
Wow.
Look, I mean, to be fair, they've very just a few shots, but right now it's just all they want is to get either heat on the rim or knock down a 3-ball, and things are going well.
As soon as we finish up here, the next game on our Friday night doubleheader is Perth and Adelaide at RAC Arena. You can see there that the sun is shining as the players arrive. The plan at this stage is for the roof to be open tonight for the Wildcats. Whether that can happen will be up to Mother Nature in the end. But the 36ers looking for a spot in the play-in. The Perth Wildcats looking for a top 2 finish potentially. And Montrezl Harrell looms large tonight.
Well, he does love playing against the Perth Wildcats. We talk about Kendrick Davis and Bryce Cotton. Yep, that's going to be a matchup to watch. But Montrez going up against, can be a thin front court at times from the Wildcats. The equation's simple for Adelaide. They just need to keep winning games. And Perth, as I said, they could finish first, but I think second spot is probably more realistic for them.
I don't even know why we're talking about Montrez. Bryce Cotton in Perth with the roof open? Come on, man. Well,
to be fair, we normally talk about the highlights when they're rolling, but this is what you're talking about, the Bryce Cotton, Kendrick Davis matchup. 1v2. Bryce Cotton on his way to his 5th MVP. Look at the statistics shooting the ball. 49% from the field for a guard, 46% from 3. As you said, Jack, we'll be talking about this stretch of his for a very, very long time.
And in any other season, Kendrick Davis with those numbers would be right up there as being the leading candidate for the MVP.
Absolutely. And I watched these guys play last time. Cotton had 49, but Kendrick Davis had 37 and 10 assists, so he played quite well. He's one of those players who can get it done.
That is one game that you will not want to miss. Perth and Adelaide at RAC Arena coming up as soon as we finish up. It's the Taipans who lead by 17 at halftime.
Make sure you tag at Carnival Cruise Line AU, and use the hashtag #CarnivalBlimpy for your chance to win.
Hey guys, Mitch Norton here from the Brisbane Bullets. We've teamed up with Novotel Brisbane South Bank, our proud accommodation partner. Prepare for an unforgettable experience. The Novotel is looking forward to welcoming you. Explore the ideal staycation spot for your family at novotelbrisbanesouthbank.com.au.
It's Taipans Hot Summer Sale with a red hot deal on these Kumo tires. Buy 3 and get 1 free.
Have a safe new year with a new set of tires.
Tire Power, get the power.
Friday Night Hoops, it's Cairns who lead 62-45, a healthy halftime advantage they have over the Brisbane Bullets in the summer shootout game. Derek Rucker, Ariana Prather courtside. Gee, the Bullets have got some work to do in this second half.
That's right. The Bullets are just playing way too lackadaisical, way too cool for school, and the Taipans have been lighting it up. Of course, Rob Edwards, but who else is standing out to you, Derek?
Well, Taron Armstrong has been excellent at the point guard position, but I really like what Pedro Bradshaw has done. When the Taipans were playing well earlier in the year, it was due to the fact that Bradshaw had accustomed himself to this league and how he needed to play for this team to win. He's a plus 22 in 16 minutes, and Armstrong, we know his talent. He's got NBA-level abilities, and he is just setting up Rob Edwards magnificently. Armstrong is really good with all types of score-making opportunities. He shoots the ball much better now from the 3, and he's a really good floor general at only a young age, but that's been the difference in his game this season, his ability to create shots for himself. But Ariana, I agree with you 100%. Brisbane's lack of intensity has been shocking. They could afford to lose one game and still have a chance to get into the play-in, but it absolutely, positively could not have been this game here tonight.
That's exactly what you told me pregame, so let's see if they can even make it a ball game in the second half. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Ariana, and you heard those sirens. Derek, run. 62-45. So we're just about to get set to go for the third quarter. First 2 minutes of this third term, Pete. What are you looking for from a Brisbane point of view?
I mean, it's going to start on the defensive end. 45.5 for them is fine. That's enough points to stay competitive. It's what can they do defensively. Only 2 turnovers for Cairns in the first 20 minutes. So try and force some turnovers, but just contest every shot.
There's nothing but fresh Brisbane air from Rob Edwards. He couldn't miss in the first half.
Getting contested ones to drop in the first half. That was wide open. That's not the defensive scheme that Justin Schuller would have liked, but take it how you can right now.
pass from Pedro Bradshaw. He's long. His hand in the passing lane. I've seen a lot of Sam Wardenberg. There's a big positive for Cairns heading into the second half. Strong's little scoop shot doesn't go.
And they've left some points on the board here. I mean, they missed a couple of wide open layups.
Bannon underneath. Also misses one. Right under the basket. Armstrong flies to the other end.
Loose coach as well. We talk about players from Cairns just playing loose and free. It's good to see from 40.
Don't forget you're all getting a Hungry Jack's burger already, but make noise.
The burgers are ready already. We got the...
It's 0 for 3 now for Armstrong. They have left a few points out there, a few layups in the first half. That wide open 3-ball from Edwards, the first possession here.
His biggest win of the season is 13 points. Currently, they're eclipsing that margin.
We're talking about injuries, right, and what it takes to win a championship. There is an element of luck into winning a championship, and that comes with health. They've actually go down and break down all the numbers of who's had their full rosters, full cohort available. It's no surprise, the Illawarra Hawks are one of the best ones in that, as Josh Bannon knocks that down. And that's why they're a championship favourite. Sustain it for so long. But right now, you look at the talent on the floor for Brisbane. Prather, Cook, Bannon, Adams, Norton. There's more than enough there for them not to be down 15 points to the bottom place team.
Absolutely. I said that before. Although you got injuries, you still got enough talent to be competitive in a game like this. And I think they'll make a run. I mean, again, they got enough offensive talent. They got to want to stop Cairns. They got to want to shut down Rob Edwards. And they got to want to slow that ball down coming down the floor from Taron Armstrong.
First made field goal in this third quarter for Cairns. Comes out in transition.
Taron Armstrong, 12 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, plus 15 for the night. Keandre Cook. That's his calling card. Brings that margin back to 14 points. A couple of times where Brisbane have got themselves within 4 or 5, but let the Taipans get away from them.
It's going to be a Brisbane ball.
Bullets ball, Derek Rucker.
Well, Jack, that's not a bad start by the Brisbane Bullets, but I wanted to focus on Taron Armstrong. Just a guy with so much talent. But, Coach, you know to be a great player, you must have a little bit of venom in your blood. And I like that Armstrong has that arrogance, that cockiness. He believes he's the best player out on the floor, and that rallies his troops around him as he takes a spill.
Absolutely, Derek, because if you don't believe you're the best, there's enough players around this world and enough players in this league are going to come at you and let you know you're not the best. So you got to have that self-confidence, but you got to have the ability as well, and he certainly has the ability to make it to that next level.
Back to Taron Armstrong in a moment. 6 months coming up. Nice take from Edwards. 24 points on 8 of 13 shooting. Left his first couple of looks short, but no troubles that time. Adams scores with 1 to come.
Really good. Adams, that second quarter is where he started to really pick things up. 10 points, 5 of 6 from the field, just put the ball on the floor. That's why he's really tough to cover in those one-on-one situations. He dances with the ball. He's got that nice step back where he creates so much space. I mean, it's an iconic shot now, isn't it? Go back to year 1 of the Jack Jumpers, that one in the corner of John Cain Arena. Just creates so much space.
He's a late replacement for James Bateman, who we spoke to pre-game tonight after the rest of the season with a serious hamstring injury. Edwards scores.
That's just a drive-by.
Fernandez was about to call some sort of foul. Justin Chula was egging him on to do so. Look at it here. Rob Edwards faked calling for the screen. And just to finish through contact, Denko Fernandez just did the hand rose up and then just fixed the hair.
Did he fix his hair, did he?
Well, I know you're not laughing.
I'm laughing. Pete.
Timeout.
Timeout, Cairns.
I'm not sure on the play here. Touch call.
Hey.
And we get nailed.
It is now time.
Now Adam Ford, not happy.
So he's saying that should have been that one for Rob Edwards, and he has to come down the other end. There's less contact, and that technical foul was always coming. You could hear it.
Drama starting to build here at the Brisbane Entertainment Centre. It's going to be a drama-filled night next at RAC Arena with the Wildcats and the 36ers. Here's Lockie Reed and Damien Martin ready to go.
The roof to be open. What are we expecting from the Adelaide 36ers, who've been a little controversial this week?
Little controversial, but I know one thing's for sure when it comes to the Perth Wildcats, Adelaide 36ers. It doesn't matter what's happened during the week. It doesn't matter what's happened during the season. When these two teams come together, it usually means an incredible game. You open up the roof, it's going to be high scoring, high temperature on the floor. Cannot wait.
The Perth Wildcats 6-1 on the road. They were terrific. You were sold.
Look, I was reminded today that they were in a similar position a couple of years ago. I think they were sitting second on the ladder after going a similar result on the road over Christmas, New Year's. Came home, lost 4 of their last 5, and that 30-year final streak came to an end. I'm hoping that's not going to be the case this year. I'm loving what I'm seeing. Bryce Cotton, what he's doing right now is incredible, but it doesn't matter anymore. They need to start performing at home, and it begins tonight.
There was a little pause after that question. I don't think he's absolutely sold.
Lockie Reed looking very sharp in his baby blue number tonight as well. He's ready to go at RAC Arena as Casey Prather is on the line. Ariana Prather is courtside.
That's right. I was listening in to Coach Ford in that Cairns huddle, and he was telling his team, don't let the refs get them back into this ball game, as in they're favoriting the Bullets right now. But, guys, I don't know if that missed and one by Rob Edwards, if it was a missed call, was worth the technical that you're going to get on the other end and giving up easy points.
I think what he was trying to do was just let these guys know that if you're going to call it, that he wants it called fairly. Sometimes when coaches get technical fouls like that, it's about down the line and getting the call down the line.
Yeah, normally you're trying to really make a statement, but I think I agree with Ariana where you're up double figures right now. Like, if Brisbane starts going a little bit of a run, maybe then you can kind of step up. Like, things are still going really well. He finished through contact, just trying to. You can hold on to that fuse for just a little bit longer. And we'll see what happens, see how they respond. Because normally after your coach gets a technical, it does fire you up.
105 is the number that the Cairns Taipans lead to first spot in the summer shootout. $50,000 up for grabs for the winning team. And NBL first, Bradshaw. Found on the back by Adams.
He's having a tough time really containing Dylan off the dribble. Cairns have only scored 7 points in the first 3 minutes here. Scoring is well and truly dried up, which is always going to happen after we've been preaching it.
Josh Adams out, Isaac White back in. Bradshaw, Armstrong, Edwards, Galloway and Groves out there for Cairns. Cook, White, Norton, Bannon. And Prather for the Bullets. Armstrong from deep. Offensive rebound for Cairns, a rare one. Groves can't score. It's kept alive by Galloway.
His first 2 offensive rebounds for the entire game.
Shot clock down to 3.
And they had 3 or 4 opportunities.
Brisbane survive at one end. Norton tried to find Cook, but Galloway got a hand in the lane.
This man's got to start to get more aggressive, Copes. 26 points. This will help.
Seems as though the ball's not in his hands as much in this third quarter, Coach.
Well, on a team like this, they can all score. And I doubt if they're worried about him getting his 40 piece. As long as they get that win. Turned it.
Brisbane 1 of 7 on the field tonight. Armstrong transition at the other end. They're finding it very hard to score all of a sudden, the Taipans.
Oh, my word. I think I speak for most people where I'm okay if we just add 5.5 minutes back on the clock, start this half again.
Take 5.5 off.
Get to the fourth.
And move on. What are you talking about? No one wants to see this again.
This has been scrappy.
Oh, me, oh, my. They've obviously forgotten about the money, huh?
At the moment, it's just about trying to get the ball in the bottom of the net. And running the point. Hand off for Gak. That was nice. Athletic from AK Gak.
They've got a great combination off the bench.
They do, don't they?
Landham's a really good pass from the pick and roll situation. Just the length of Gak. Normally it's above the rim. Sort of step through there.
Edwards gets after it. There's only Smith-Miller in front of him. Holds up well defensively.
Josh Adams into the game, giving up a bit shorter.
3:50 remaining in the quarter. That just joins us. Cairns led by as much as 17. That was, in fact, the halftime margin. Brisbane are starting to peg it back, but Kyle Adams got other ideas.
And we know he can get hot. He's a very good shooter when he's open.
A little run here for the Taipans, gives them some breathing space. Andre Cook from long range has 13 now for the night. Two more for Adam.
He can do that. He's a really, really smart operator out of the pick and roll. He was looking for that lob the entire time for Gak. The defense never stepped up and just kissed it off the glass.
Casey Prather adds 2 more. That's 17 on 5 of 9 shooting for the night.
Another one. 9 shots, just not enough. He need to have the ball in his hands more.
Kyle was going to take that shot. Hey, hold on, bro. You know you can shoot, but you ain't that good.
Rob Edwards wanted him to. Rob Edwards said, you just knock one down, let it fly.
That's your range, Pete. That's your range. You can't be messing around.
About 15 metres further back up towards the Brisbane bench, I reckon. Sitting down.
He's about me, though.
Here's Adnam, was told to shoot.
Oh, yeah.
He obliges.
How good would that feel, too? And I've been very impressed with the maturity, especially in this game from Rob Edwards. Because he could have easily been forcing this. He told Kyle Adnam, let it fly. He passed it to him here. Amy replay, and Kyle Adnam, 8 points in this third quarter, 8 points in the last 90 seconds.
Taipans back to a 16-point advantage, Derek Rucker.
All right, Hools and Copes. Handicapper D-Ruck under over 116 for the Taipans.
Well, they've started to pick it up a bit here. If they can get to 85, or if they can get to 90.
Nah, you got to get to 90.
Under.
Under. Derek.
Still might be enough if they get around 110.
3 on the clock for Adams. Wiggins Titcher got a little hand on it. Clever from Bannon. Stayed with the play until the very end.
That was lucky.
Rob Edwards trying to get Kyle Adnam running off some screens. See if he can stay hot.
He's at the top of the key. There's a crowd. Gak rolls to the basket. A little extra give for Higgins Titcher.
Nice. That's a great pass from everyone. Kyle over the top. Gat drops it off for the easy layup.
It's a great finish. As I said, I bought all the Higgins-Titcher stock.
Higgins-Titcher at the line for one. Mate,
And I started to tick the scoreboard over. There it is, the current leading score, 105 from Perth, which should have been a lot more.
You keep saying that. I don't know. Maybe they're not interested in that award. Maybe they want the.
Oh, they want the championship for sure.
Championship.
Up next against the Adelaide 36ers. Friday night doubleheader. Play the offensive rebound tonight. Cairns swarm.
Let's go, Bullets!
Might have got away with a little push off there. Isaac White with 2 on the clock, threw up a circus shot. Bannon trying to invent something as well.
Defense. Cairns is saying, no, sir, not in here.
Still no timeout call from Brisbane. How? I'm more impressed that this is Brisbane ball. That looked like one, it should have potentially been a foul, but that, I don't know if there was a block in that.
Ladies and gentlemen, stay with your team.
9 seconds off the inbound. 17 points for Casey Prather. 1 on the clock.
Another offensive rebound.
Turnover number 10 for the home team.
Equal the Taipans, Andre Cook in for the Bullets.
My man Rob coming off. So I reckon I'm 0 for 13 on bowl predictions.
I'm on track.
Not yet. He's got 26 for the quarter to go. Adnam from deep. That one short. Adams drags it back out. Great D from Galloway. Just stayed in front, kept it simple. Keandre Cook with a hand in the face. Whoa. Rebound Adnam. Last possession with the Taipans. It was Armstrong on the stroke of halftime. Here he goes again. He's shut down by Bannon. It's a 17-point lead. The identical margin to what it was at halftime, and the Taipans with a task ahead to take the lead in the summer shootout. They lead 82-65 here in the Hungry Jacks NBL.
Well, I'm glad you didn't say only one syllable then, or I would have gotten in a lot of trouble. Mate, you're about to shoot for $13,000, all thanks to Carnival Cruise. Are you ready? Very ready. Let's go, Brisbane! Make some noise! All right, Brisbane, count him down. 5, 4, 3. Savage, Adam. Savage, but slightly funny. Unfortunately, you missed, but that is good news for everyone else in the crowd, because it will now jackpot to the next game, and all thanks to Carnival Cruise, the next game, someone will be shooting for $14,000, all thanks to this guy. Give him a big wave. Brisbane, make some noise!
Make sure you are here on the 26th of January against Melbourne United. It could be you shooting for 14,000. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's the fourth quarter. We've got to spark a comeback on your feet.
Brisbane, it's Friday.
ready for fourth quarter action here at the Brisbane Entertainment Center, where the Cairns Taipans with the comfortable 17-point lead. Now, they have fumbled the fourth quarter in the past this season, but I see the look in their eyes. They're hungry, they're motivated. I think they're going to win this, Derek. What are you hearing from the Bullets?
Well, Coach Justin Schuller with the ultimate lament, wondering why his team couldn't have played defensively like that in the first half. They restricted the Taipans to only 20 points. Where was that in the first half, Coach?
Oh, no, Derek. I'll tell you what, though, they're not playing like they wanted, are they? I know they're injured. Still got a lot of talent, though. You got to remember, Cairns are a team in last place.
Armstrong got Smith Milner up in the air. Back out to Adnamu. Had a big impact in the third quarter. Now Armstrong for three.
You said it perfectly, Jack. How many guys are getting caught in the air, getting lifted from the mini shot fakes, little jabs? They are just not playing disciplined defense whatsoever. All a Cairns player has to do is raise the ball above their head, and someone from the Bullets is jumping for joy. And then it creates a disadvantage. And that's just great. Give and go.
It's like they're not that interested. I mean, have they given up yet?
It's hard to believe that this season and their playing chances were on the line tonight when you look at the output.
That's what Justin Schuller is going to be disappointed with. Is no matter who's on the floor, the one thing he can't control is injuries. Sometimes just teams get a really bad run at it. Cairns are the prime example this season as well. The one thing you can always control is your effort, especially on the defensive end. You might have some mistakes and compounding errors offensively with turnovers and missed shots, but you can always control how hard you play defensively.
Every team's got injuries.
Right, and they've done so well at home. I mean, you would think that this game you'd be fired up about because
Armstrong winds that clock down to 5. He's starting to feel good about himself. Time off target. 17 points for the night on 7 of 14. 5 rebounds, 4 assists, plus 12 is Taran Armstrong's contribution.
One stepped out of bounds there too.
20-point lead. Zombie Nation bounces around the Brisbane Entertainment Centre. Galloway. This is everything.
I do love a remix.
Let's watch Copes. Just when you heard this song, the head just started to bop and the feet just started to go. And
come on, Rod, need something to entertain me.
Just took you back to the 90s straight away. Dominating the nightclub scene.
He was too back then. He had his 50th birthday then. He was doing a very good job.
Why are people in the studio laughing at us, man? Why are they laughing at that? That's the funniest joke I've ever heard of.
I was complimenting.
Hey.
It's all right. It's all right. You guys want to bash me?
Not at all.
Because I'm a little bit older than you right now.
And still look younger than both of us.
Just a little bit.
We would kill for your amount of riz. We would kill for it. No, just two pretty boring souls over here. Prather. Score, second opportunity. That one short as well.
This whistle came at the perfect time.
21.
Definition of the word riz. Please, Jack.
Riz, mate. Riz. That's what all the youngsters say. That's what the kids say.
What were you thinking, Pete?
Where have you been, Pete?
What are you thinking about?
I know what it means.
Where have you been?
Here we go.
Didn't see a TikTok notification pop up on Coach's phone at halftime.
Oh my.
Norton gets past Adnam. Wardenberg was there for support. Tanner Groves is a little quiet after halftime. Had a fantastic first half. Herb Edwards off the floor right now. 26 points. Wardenberg will be on the line.
Black 18.
Number 18, Torrey Smith-Milner is fifth.
That'll be the end of the night for Torrey Smith-Milner. 5 fouls in 12 minutes.
First team foul. Put your hands together for Torrey.
Wow.
You got that haircut too.
You got the haircut.
Oh, Friday night crew. A lot of missed free throws this game, huh?
They've missed 6. I think that's 7. Rob Edwards ready to check back in.
This pass knocked down. Okay, Cook did well. Saw that it was coming to Armstrong, got there first, and then kept it alive to Prather. To the other end, he took them all on. He's still taking them all on. Back out to Adams. He took 20 for the night from outside the Bullets.
Casey Prather 1 rebound away from another double-double. Come off for the rest now. Scoring really dried up.
So, Pete, what does this mean? If they lose this game, are they still in the race for the top 6?
They are. They've got some games in hand in terms of, you go through the ladder predictor, there is worlds where you have a team in 6th and a team in 7th, which could be Tassie, Adelaide, maybe Brisbane if they win some more games on 13 wins. And it's going to be decided by percentage, but 14 seems to be the magic number.
I think the thing though, Copes, to back Pete's point up, is that when you are doing the ladder predictor on the NBL website, you give Brisbane a win at home tonight against Cairns. 100%. So that's one that you've got to take away, which now means that's one they've got to find somewhere else.
100%, Jack. That is right.
Norton tries his luck.
14 offensive rebounds from Brisbane to 2 from Cairns. We have a look at the live ladder, and that's what I'm talking about. So 24 games, their 24th game. They've still got 5 games left. If they win 4 or 5, maybe.
20-point lead to the Taipans. Friday Night Hoops in the Hungry Jacks NBL.
It is now time for the Mitsubishi three-point celebration. So we want you to pretend.
6 minutes to go in this game. A reminder, Perth and Adelaide coming up later on tonight from RAC Arena tomorrow. Southeast Melbourne play host to New Zealand firstly at the State Basketball Centre. The first of 3 games in Metropolitan Vic for the Phoenix, and then Illawarra and Melbourne. Hook that into my veins.
But for that first game, PJC's back. He didn't look great last night, but I think it's going to take him a game or 2 to get himself going.
That's their summer shootout game too, because I don't think Cairns are going to win. I don't think they're going to eclipse Perth's score. Scoring has dried right up.
Yeah, you're right.
This is the 3 celebration cam brought to you by Mitsubishi Motors.
You and I are worried about this.
87-67 at the Brisbane Entertainment Centre. There is the ladder as it stands right now, with thanks to Mitsubishi Motors. Brisbane 10-14 with Adelaide playing next.
The beauty of it, has a look at the race to the top 2 in the percentage. Illawarra very, very comfortable with their percentage, but Melbourne, Perth, Sydney, very, very tight. And I tell you what, so you mentioned the ladder predictor on the website, Jack. When I did mine, as Josh Bannon's going to go to the free throw line, I had a couple of goes, but on one of them, the very first one I did, it came down to the throwdown, which is the very last game of the regular season. And if Melbourne win that, they're 2nd. If they lose that, they're 5th. So that's how close it's going to be, and it always comes down to it. I didn't play with the margins. I might go and do that later tonight if my little one doesn't want to sleep again, and I'll have another crack at it.
Back to the ladder predictor shortly. Ariana Prather.
That's right. I was inside the Cairns Taipans huddle, and Coach Ford, even though they have the comfortable 19-point lead, not happy with his team's effort on the rebounding end. So, guys, I have to ask, though, for the Bullets, is there still time left for them to win this ballgame?
Oh, I mean, Cairns have been shown to give up some leads, especially late, and lead points, but the way that Brisbane have struggled to defend, I don't see it happening at all.
They look tired almost. I mean, I don't know if perhaps overtraining or tired legs. I think Derek spoke about the tired legs. You don't see that energy. You don't see that intensity on either end of the floor.
I guess the other thing that's sort of coming off the table pretty quickly is the summer shootout number. The Taipans all of a sudden scoring's become hard work in this fourth quarter.
No, I don't think they're going to get that either. The scoring has dried up. It's got a very, very scrappy. 62 points at the half. And again, surely was talking about a timeout, a turnover here, saying that Brisbane's defense stepped up. I'm not sure that one was, but I'm not so sure it's been Brisbane's defense. Cairns have just really fell apart in their execution offensively.
And you're right, Pete, because I think Rob Edwards has only taken 2 shots in this second half.
Derek Rucker, what are you saying?
Hey guys, I don't understand why Kansas Armstrong attacks hard, but I don't see why Kansas aren't going to an 8-second offense in chase of that number, because clearly they're going to win the game. Up 22 with 4.5 to go. You may as well go ahead and try and get that cake.
Should have done that after halftime. 62 in the first half. They were right on track. They really just slowed it right down, but also just missed some easy ones. You can't control that necessarily. Here's the Amy replay. It's going to be Taron Armstrong just blowing by Josh Adams and finishing upstairs.
And the thing is, there's no help. I mean, we know Adams is stranded with an ankle injury, but surely there has to be some help behind him.
With that target score of the current leaders of the summer shootout. Perth Wildcats 105. There's still a chance. They're going to have to score here. Who knows? It might be 106. Could be the magic score.
You're dreaming, son.
Four minutes left. Perth and Adelaide at RAC Arena. Coming up next, a Friday night doubleheader. Edwards at the elbow. 28 for the night.
He starts cooking. A couple of threes here and there. You might be close.
5 of the last 6 games have been decided by 5 points or less between these two teams. It's not going to be the case tonight. Taipans have hit them hard from the opening tip. They've left a few points out there, Copes. They've missed a lot from close range.
Yeah, they missed a couple of layups here and there. They missed free throws. And it looks like they're just happy to get a win. But if I'm Brisbane, trying to make 5, 6, 7 passes right now is not helping you.
That has been there in the last 3 games. They have not passed it to Rob Edwards once. They finally get it. I'll tell you what, the score might be on again, Copes.
It's a 30-piece for Edwards. Prather has 19 of his own now. All eyes on the Taipans with 3:20 remaining. Within 10 points of taking the lead in the summer shootout. Shot clock at 5. Adnam from long range. A late night transaction from Kyle Adnam.
Okay. We might have a chance here, Pete.
Oh, it's back on. It is back on. Have a look at this. Rob Edwards falling out of court, back to Kyle Adnam. Banks open late. I reckon he called that. He's pretty good at calling it.
Tangerine timeout. 98-71. The margin now pretty much irrelevant in these last few minutes. It's that number that's the one that matters most. 105. Cairns can go beyond that. And they will take the lead in the summer shootout and get closer to $50,000. But beyond this season, here's what it looks like for the Taipans front office in terms of getting set for next season. This is all of their free agents. Wow. That's 8 free agents. It's virtually their entire roster heading into next season.
Wow, very interesting. I mean, as we mentioned with Taron Armstrong, we're looking to get some sort of potential 2-way deal. And then Sam Warnberg's the key one that I've got my eyes on, and what happens with him. He's improved so much since he got there with Adam Ford. Does he try and venture back home? Follow Sam Menenga. You want to stay in Cairns and try and build and be a cornerstone around that, and there's always things to watch.
I guess the other one too out of that, I mean, the import market is always crazy and you know, so transient now, but you'd love to see Rob Edwards back here next season, I think.
You would, you know, but he'd have to go to a team where he's the man, I think. I don't know if he fits in a system as much as some of the other imports. I like Bradshaw because he gives his all, and he does the little things. For a third import, he'd be fantastic.
Galloway puts it back out to Adnam. Edwards with a 30-piece. He's not done yet, but he can't knock that mid-ranger down. Hands from Adnam.
Adam Ford might challenge this. He's going to. So Adam Ford wants to run up the score. That shot clock possession where you get down to the last couple of seconds, as Ruck said, this has got to be 8-second shot clocks. You push the ball in transition. We got a coach's challenge. You try and explore. If that's not there, one pass. If you get some daylight, let it fly.
Young, let me tell you guys are young. You said 8 seconds. I'm getting it up in 3, bro. 4. What's wrong with you? First pass. Let it fly, son. What do you got to lose?
That's your sort of offense, coach.
That's right.
So this is going to be really probably tough to overturn. Oh, the broadcast angle potentially could have come off Bannon's knee, but...
I but wonder if it was a 50-50 challenge, but it was a chance to talk to the group again.
Well, if you break it down and really zoom in frame by frame, I think it would come off Josh Bannon, but they're normally impossible to overturn. The NBA changed theirs where you've kind of got a slap there and it's in that play. Yes, frame by frame, it can come off Josh Bannon in this instance, but Kyle Adnam's the one who knocks that ball loose. So they normally just stay with it as it would be.
Coach's challenge is successful.
Wow.
There you go.
Another win for Coach Ford. You need to put up a stat and see how many coaches have been successful.
There's a record.
Is there a record?
I'll chase it up for you, Leonard.
Okay, good.
He watches it closer than anyone. Let's see.
Can we also put up a stat of how many times you've gotten it wrong?
He doesn't keep that stat.
that doesn't exist. Here we go. Here's 3.
Checks the feet. Down it goes. Cairns cracked the ton.
101. Oh, Adam's had a great game, by the way. 4 of 5, 14 points. And Brisbane, on the other hand, just really being methodical about their work.
2 minutes to play. A reminder that $50,000 up for grabs for the winning team. In this summer shootout, Gak has the chance to add to that.
All right, as long as the clock stopped. What's his percentage from the free throw line? Is he good?
4%.
I like the pace, though. I like the pace. So it's been a bit of a shootout, especially from Cairns. 24 made threes in this game.
What'd you say?
25.
Just got a chance, huh?
They've missed 8 free throws.
Wow. And probably 4 or 5 layups.
They could have easily had
should have made, yes.
Massive score.
Pretty solid from the line too, Cairns.
A couple of Cairns people. They were joking about potentially fouling late if the summer shootout was a chance for them. Well, it is.
Hold on to your hats. Kai Savage out there. Just his 5th game of the season. The Tasmanian, here he is. He's kept it alive.
16 offensive rebounds.
Less than 90 seconds remaining. Cairns get the ball back.
Should have 3 more possessions here for the Taipans. So, quick enough. I wouldn't be against seeing them. If they knock a 3-ball down, just a quick foul. Just get more. I wouldn't be against it. First game starts in 15 minutes.
And a nice feed inside for Gak.
Jeez, they work well together. You called it.
Yeah.
They work really well together when you're on the floor.
Sometimes when you're a youngster coming off the bench, being paired with a veteran guard and just building that really helps your confidence.
Galloway, they take the lead in the summer shootout with authority.
Was unassuming.
Wow.
You're up 30.
What a way to make a statement from Kyron Galloway.
I think Kyle Adam just got a bit of a corky.
Let him score.
Savage gave it up. 3-ball for Tristan Devers.
Rob Edwards knows. Rob Edwards knows. Might be fouling.
25 threes.
Or just give up a layup. Get one more 3-point attempt. That's going to be Cairns' ball. Yeah. They're going to review it. Rob Edwards knows. I love this. 26 made threes on the night.
What did you get, a percentage or something?
We're going to have another look at this. Absolutely. That's going to be Cairns' ball. Oh, no, it's not. That's off Rob Edwards.
New Zealand will be watching on this game. They've got their summer shootout opportunity tomorrow against Southeast Melbourne.
Tell you what is potentially, so it's black ball here. Ruck's bowl prediction was also, besides the first half, his second one was I think, Cairns 109.
Did you say 109?
I think he said 109.
And to be fair to Derek, he said this a week and a half ago on Moments That Mattered that Cairns have got a massive chance here to take the lead in the summer shootout.
And Josh Bannon's not letting him go after it. Oh, good call, Higgins Titcher. I'm with you. Josh Bannon.
Chasing
Is he going to dribble that out?
I think he was. Bit of game within a game.
Power free throws.
May as well get the money.
Tell you what, 109. It's a good score. Imagine their third quarter if they didn't lay an egg in that. But one more 3 would help their cause.
Oh, yeah.
Forty's got 2 timeouts left. Does he advance this?
He might.
If he advances this, they knock down a 3. They could foul again.
Bannon misses that on what has been a horrible night for the Bullets. It's got to be said.
40 with the timeout here.
Yeah, he's got the whiteboard ready. Yep, he's going to go for it. You can't blame him. As we said, there's nothing to play for in terms of their season. The Bullets fans don't like it, but there's money on the line.
That's right. And the ball's advanced.
Yes, if they knock down a 3-ball, I think they might foul quickly and get another crack at it. He's got 2 timeouts. He just burned 1.
So in terms of the games coming up, as we mentioned, tomorrow, New Zealand Breakers have got their chance, and then Illawarra go to Cairns next Thursday.
So they've got to protect their score against the Hawks.
That's going to be tough. That's going to be tough.
Jack Jumpers have got their struggles, so that's going to be a challenge for them on January the 25th. They're starting to lose soldiers as well. Brisbane with a chance late, and then the very last game of the summer shootout.
That could go.
The Southeast Melbourne Phoenix are going to go to RAC Arena in the jungle and try and win the summer shootout.
Just loving the smiles and the energy here from Cairns. Having a bit of fun. This is what's coming up, the big battle. There's so much on the line, but let's see if they can execute. And if they do knock it down, I would not be surprised if they, with 1 timeout in hand, they foul.
Even the court announcer said protect the summer shootout. There's the look for Edwards. There's the bucket.
Go get him.
Oh, you may as well. Rob Edwards asked. Oh, 40 pulled him back.
We have ourselves a new leader in the summer shootout. The Cairns Taipans have come to Brisbane, put 111 on the board, and have got one eye on $50,000 with a big win tonight.
Clinical. I mean, we were talking about the summer shootout because we had all our eyes on that, but that's very disappointing from a Brisbane point of view. When your playoff hopes are on the line, yes, you're decimated by injuries. They won't be happy, but give full credit to Cairns. Exceptional.
They're great. And you're right, Brisbane should be disappointed, and I'm sure they'll talk about it. And they still have a chance, like you said, they got 5 more games. They got to go back to the drawing board. Yes, they got injuries. They got to get themselves ready to play again on Monday.
They play Illawarra on Monday too, so they're the best team in the competition right now, no doubt about it. Big challenge for the Brisbane Bullets, who are going to walk off their home floor very, very disappointed. And for the Taipans, Copes, something to take away from the season. And this performance tonight was a really good one.
Absolutely. We spoke about guys playing for jobs next year. But this is a team that, again, plenty of injuries, but they show what they can do when they're healthy. I mean, that's a great win for them. To go on the road and win by that many points is fantastic.
111-80. The final score at the Brisbane Entertainment Centre. Let's get courtside to Derek Ruck.
Massive game. I'm here with Rob Edwards, 35 points, including 7 of 11 from the 3. Were you motivated at all by the summer shootout competition? Admit it.
A little bit, man, but I was just wanting to get my shots up like how I do, man, and just make sure my 3-ball ain't been falling how I want. So I've been in the gym a little more than usual, so I'm happy that I was able to, perform the way I did.
Considering how well you guys perform when all your bodies are available, do you feel like there's a sense of loss to this season?
It's definitely kind of sad, man, because I know our potential and I know the guys that we got in that locker room, but I mean, it is what it is. People have seasons like this all the time where it don't go as planned, but right now all we can do is just try to keep our head up, man, and just push forward and try to get as many as we can before the season's over with.
And your season has been pretty good for your first year. Is the NBL somewhere you would like to continue your career?
Hey, definitely. If they call, I'm gonna pick up.
All right, Rob, great game. Let's go over to Ariana Prather.
Taryn, what an absolutely outstanding performance from your team tonight. What are you most happy with?
Yeah, it's good to be on the other side of it a little bit. Good to get a win. I'm glad we, played right to the end. Obviously, I feel for Brisbane a little bit. We've been in that position with injuries and things like that. And there's a bunch of injuries going around the league, so I wish them the best, but it was good to get a win.
Multiple players in double figures tonight. A lot of players on the board. Talk about the unselfish play of this team tonight.
Yeah, it was sort of that start I was kind of talking about not fouling and keeping the flow of the game going, and we had a really good start, and I felt like we were able to carry that momentum through most of the game. We had a couple slip-ups on the boards again somehow, but we played pretty well for most of it.
Coach called a timeout at the end of that ball game. Was that the play that he drew up, Edwards with the backdoor cut in the bucket at the end for the summer shootout numbers?
Yeah, it was. I'm not sure if he was expecting Rob to dunk it, but Rob got up, so yeah, good on him.
Hey, you got it done.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Appreciate it.
Back to you guys.
They certainly did get it done. 111-80, the final score at the Brisbane Entertainment Centre. The Cairns Taipans win the game, their 5th of the season, and they lead the summer shootout with $50,000 up for grabs. We are back to wrap it up.